also get SPES. This is just DOLE, no? And then you also have other programs from DENR, from DTI. You also have programs, well, DSWD has yung LAWA, di ba? If I'm not mistaken, yung local adaptation to water access, etc. Ito, on top po ba ito na mga ganito? Or merong coordination na, bago siya, ibang tao naman para mas dumami yung mag-benefit sa mga programs ng government?
Madam Chair, within the department and outside the department, I think we're employing a whole of society approach kasi alam natin yung AIX has its own peculiarity para sa krisis, pambayad ng medical bill, pero maaaring may iba pa siyang kailangan. Alam naman natin ho na ang poverty is a multidimensional problem that will require multidimensional solutions or intervention. So, pwede pa sa madaling salita.
Okay, that's good to note, no? For us naman, the more access to government services na mabibigay sa mga mahihirap nating kababayan to get out of poverty, the better for us. It's just that syempre yung biggest concern natin, I think all of us, and Senator Bongo has perfectly pounded on it, we make sure that the rest will be given help, no? Kasi para hindi ito lang, hindi sila lang. And you get to hear a lot of chismis, rumors that government projects are only given to the leaders of politicians, whether mayor, congresspersons, or even senators for that matter. So we wanted to make sure na wala ho tayo doon. And again, just to pound on it, importante na lahat nabibigyan, importante hindi nasosolo, nakokopo ng ilang politiko o ilang lugar sa ating bayan. Let me share with you this slide. Can I just show itong poverty incidence of 2023 vis-a-vis the DSWD regional budget for 2025. So binangga ko po itong poverty incidence report in 2023 with the DSWD regional budget. And if you look at it, for instance, we look at Region 9, and I'm sure Senator Bong is very interested dito sa Zamboanga Peninsula region. I wanted to find out, can we show it? Because in this particular data that we have gathered, yung poverty incidence, for instance, ng Region 9 is about 24.2%. One of the highest po ito eh. They have a very high poverty incidence rate of 24.2%. But if you look at the budget share of the in the NEP for DSWD, it's only 10, it's not million, 10 billion. Same. That's 10 billion, sila yung 10 billion, 10.470. Ito po yung nasa NEP. So this only amounts to about 4.6% share. Can we just show, please? How long do we need to wait? Yan. Thank you. If you look at the region, no, probably the highest is Region 9. That's 24.2% yung poverty incidence. And yet the share is only 10.4 billion, which amounts to about 4.6 billion. No, I am just a bit concerned about this because perhaps the first question that you would like to raise is how you are defining your parameters in the regional allocation of the budget. And for this instance, in Region 9, with a high poverty incidence of 24.2%, we're only allocating 4.6% of the department's budget. So how do we lower the poverty incidence rate of this region kung ganito po yung ating and again, I think it's important to be discussed in this committee deliberation. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, I remember the same question last year and it's a very valid question. Unfortunately, what we have here, I will surmise, is an aggregation of all our programs. Meaning kasama dyan yung 4Ps, SLP, and emerging programs like FS, yung food stamps. I'd like to say that every single program has its own mandate and its own targeting mechanism. For instance, sa food stamps, what we use as a targeting mechanism there is not just poverty, but we looked at food insecurity as well and the stunting rates as well. So parang every sub-program of the department will have to use a different targeting mechanism to identify the number of warm bodies or physical targets per program per region. But Madam Chair, the good senator is also correct. It is worth revisiting how we further disaggregate this. But with the kind indulgence of the senator, if we can give us time to disaggregate each of the programs in order for us to come up with that sum, for piece, we will give you the disaggregated per region, SLP disaggregated per region, food stamps disaggregated per region para makita ho natin kasi some programs have distinct nuances. Is it meant to end hunger? Is it just merely there to end poverty? But I understand the concern to make sure that there's equitable distribution of funds, Madam Chair.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair, and I appreciate the answers given to us by our good secretary. And I feel good about revisiting the mechanisms of the department in targeting the different programs that they are implementing. But let me also put on the record that people would always think about DSWD, Madam Chair, every time I was once there in DSWD and I told them na the good thing about DSWD, and I feel good of helping the department. We have put in 100 million for Mokov and it's doing very well right now. We put in 100 million for mobile kitchen and I think it's on its way, I hope. And we put in another 100 million for the delivery trucks, Madam Chair. And these are all individual amendments of this representation because we feel that we need to capacitate our departments, our agencies of the government. Ito yung madalas nakakaligtaan ng ating budget deliberation, and that's why I wanted to talk about this. No, later I'll go to that particular issues. But right now, again, every time yung kababayan natin nahihirapan, nagugutom, feeling na mahirap sila, feeling na kailangan nila ng access o programa ng pamahalaan, they would always think about DSWD. And just to put on record, poverty incidents nakalagay po dun sa nilagay natin na sinyo natin na slide refers to the proportion of families, individuals whose per capita income cannot sufficiently meet the family individual basic food and non-food needs. So ayan po, pag poverty incidents talagang encompassing at lahat po yan, hindi lang pagkain kundi yung kanilang kakayahan para makabangon at kakayahan na lumaban sa kahirapan. And so I would also like to put and show another slide with regard to poverty incidents among the basic sectors, Madam Chair. If you look at this particular slide, Madam Chair, yung fisher folks, makikita po natin is about 30.6% yung nakikita po natin dyan. Yung farmers, about 30%, children, 26.4%, and individuals residing in rural areas, that's 25.7%. They are the poorest sectors in terms of poverty incidents in 2021. And according to PSA, these sectors are the highest proportion of individuals belonging to families with income below the official poverty thresholds compared to the other basic sectors, Madam Chair.